On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Non-existent.
Not real, not existing or having no real existence.
Examples:
Non-existent resources. Presently non-existent. The evidence for this theory is non-existent.
Incubator.
An apparatus in which conditions are controlled for hatching eggs, growing cells, or keeping people or animals warm, a place, especially with support staff and equipment, offered at a low cost to new small businesses.
Examples:
Infant incubator. Business incubator program. The eggs were placed in an artificial incubator to ensure proper hatching conditions.
Folly.
A lack of good sense or judgment, foolishness or absurdity, specifically a costly, useless, or pointless building or project that has been created or undertaken for no practical purpose or benefit.
Examples:
Economic folly. Act of folly. It was folly for the hiker to climb the dangerous mountain alone.
Monumental.
Great in importance or influence, size, extent, or solidity, massive.
Examples:
Monumental task. Monumental sculpture. Everyone, even non-scholars, knows Einstein's monumental contributions to physics.
Loot.
Steal goods from a place or person, typically during a war or riot. Noun, steal goods from a place or person, typically using force, especially in times of war or civil disorder.
Examples:
Loot the ship. War loot. The bandits looted the small town, leaving it in ruins.
Mesa.
A flat-topped hill with steep sides, found in landscapes with horizontal strata.
Examples:
Mesa formation. Flat-topped mesa. The ancient ruins sat atop the mesa, overlooking the valley below.
Volcano.
A mountain or hill, typically conical, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, and gas are or have been erupted from the Earth's crust.
Examples:
Volcano alert level. Active volcano. The island was formed by a volcano millions of years ago.
Canyon.
A large deep valley with very steep sides of rock and usually formed by a river.
Examples:
Twisty canyon road. Canyon of skyscrapers. The Grand Canyon has an awe-inspiring sight.
Escarpment.
A long, steep slope or cliff, typically separating two relatively level or more gently sloping areas, often formed by erosion or faulting.
Examples:
Escarpment trail. Narrow escarpment. The hikers trekked up the steep escarpment and reached the summit.
Limestone.
A sedimentary rock that is composed mainly of calcium carbonate, which is the mineral calcite.
Examples:
Sheer limestone cliffs. Limestone pavement. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built using blocks of limestone.
Pilgrim.
A person who journeys, especially a long distance, to a sacred place as an act of religious devotion.
Examples:
Shrine for pilgrims. Pilgrim site. The group of pilgrims walked in silence, deep in thought and prayer.
Embark.
To go on board a ship or plane, to set out on an enterprise or subject of study, to start something.
Examples:
Embark on a trip. Embark on a foolish adventure. We embarked on a new project.
Labyrinth.
A complicated network of paths or passages, often with twists and turns, making it difficult to find one's way out.
Examples:
A labyrinth of relationships. Labyrinthine pathways. It was easy to get lost in the labyrinth of narrow alleyways in the old city.
Twilight.
The soft, diffused light from the sky when the sun is below the horizon, either from sunrise to sunrise or sunset to sunset.
Examples:
Twilight sky. Twilight of an era. The sky was a beautiful pink and orange color at twilight.
Disorient.
To make someone confused about where they are or where they should go.
Examples:
Disorient his audience. Disorient and wrong-foot viewers. Several studies have indicated that human activity at sea might disorient dolphins and whales.
Beacon.
A light or other visible object serving as a signal, guide, or warning.
Examples:
An aerial beacon. Beacon of hope. The lighthouse served as a beacon to guide ships safely into port.
Peal.
To sound loudly and resonantly, often in repeated or overlapping sounds. To ring or chime with a loud, clear sound. Noun, a loud ringing of a bell or bells.
Examples:
Peal out above my head. Peal of laughter. The church bells pealed loud and clear, announcing the start of the wedding ceremony.
Decibel.
Also dB, a unit used to measure the intensity of sound or the comparative loudness of two sounds based on a logarithmic scale.
Examples:
Decibel level. Adjust the decibel. The concert reached 100 decibels, causing many people to cover their ears.
Payoff.
The outcome or result of an action or series of actions, the return or reward gained from an investment, effort, or risk.
Examples:
Financial payoff. Emotional payoff. The payoff for all my hard work was finally getting a promotion.
Climax.
The most intense or exciting moment of an event or experience. The point of highest dramatic tension or emotional intensity in a story, plot, or performance.
Examples:
Emotional climax. Reach a climax. The climax of the movie had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Assimilate.
To take in and understand information or ideas, to integrate.
Examples:
Assimilate into society. Assimilate a language. The immigrants struggled to assimilate into the new culture.
Memento.
An object or item that serves to remind someone of a person, event, or experience, a keepsake or souvenir.
Examples:
Symbolic memento. A small memento. The photo album was filled with mementos from their trip around the world.
Sacrosanct.
Considered to be holy and deserving of respect and reverence.
Examples:
Sacrosanct tradition. Sacrosanct belief. The tradition of the annual family reunion is sacrosanct and must be upheld.
Bristle.
A stiff, short hair on a mammal's skin or a natural or artificial brush, a stiff, sharp point on a plant such as a thorn or a prickle. Verb, to react defensively to something, to stand up stiffly and be rigid.
Examples:
Bristle brush. Bristle with anger. The dog's bristle on its back stood up as it growled at the mailman.
Shrub.
A woody plant that is smaller than a tree and has several main stems emerging from the soil.
Examples:
Tree and shrubs. Small shrub. These are shrubs with no trunks that rarely grow taller than 3 meters.
Sculpt.
To create a work of art by carving, casting, or other shaping techniques.
Examples:
Sculpt an image. Sculpt prototype. He spent hours every day sculpting figures out of clay.
Tree line.
Also timberline, the uppermost boundary of a forest, beyond which trees do not readily grow or are significantly smaller in size due to factors such as climate, altitude, or soil conditions.
Examples:
Treeline elevation. Just below the treeline. The view above the treeline was a vast expanse of snow and rock.
Longevity.
The property of being long-lived, great duration of service.
Examples:
Longevity crisis. Longevity genes. He is proud of the longevity of the business.
Adversity.
Difficulties or hardships that someone faces.
Examples:
Environmental adversity. Struggling with adversity. The team demonstrated great resilience in the face of adversity and won the game.
Beryllium.
A light, strong, brittle metallic element with the symbol B and atomic number 4, used in nuclear reactors, aerospace, and other high-tech applications.
Examples:
Beryllium ore. Beryllium alloy. The rocket's casing was made of beryllium for its light weight and strength.
Deduct.
To take away an amount or part of the money, points, etc. from a total.
Examples:
Deduct the interest. Deduct $100 from the price. The bank deducted the premium amount from his bank account.
Tungsten.
A hard, dense metallic element with the symbol W, from its German name Wolfram and atomic number 74, which has high melting and boiling points, often used in electrical wiring, light bulb filaments, and other high-stress applications.
Examples:
Tungsten carbide. Tungsten filament. Tungsten electrodes are used in welding applications due to their high melting point and conductivity.
Shale.
A sedimentary rock formed from the accumulation of fine-grained clay, silt, or mud, often used in construction or as a source of fuel.
Examples:
Shale rock. Shale gas. The geologist studied the shale layers in the rock formations to determine their age.
Fungus.
A type of organism that includes yeasts, molds, and mushrooms, which are heterotrophic, meaning they do not produce their food and must consume organic matter to survive.
Examples:
Fungus infection. Symbiotic fungus. Certain types of fungus can be toxic to humans, causing severe illness if ingested.
Miner.
A person who works in a mine equals excavation in the earth from which ores and minerals are extracted, especially one who extracts coal, minerals, or precious metals from the earth.
Examples:
Miner strike. Miner industry. The coal miner worked tirelessly to extract valuable minerals from deep underground.
Galena.
A mineral that is the primary source of lead, often found in metallic form and used in a variety of applications, including batteries and protective coatings.
Examples:
Galena crystal. Galena ore. The galena mineral is often used for lead extraction in mining.
Bonanza.
A situation or event in which there is a sudden and profitable discovery or success, usually related to a significant amount of wealth, resources, or opportunities, a large deposit of valuable ore or precious minerals.
Examples:
shopping bonanza, financial bonanza. The recent oil discovery in the region has led to an economic bonanza for the local community.
Meteorite.
A solid object originating in outer space that reaches the Earth's surface without completely vaporizing in the atmosphere, a rock that has fallen from space.
Examples:
meteorite impact, meteorite shower. The meteorite fragments were collected and sent to a laboratory for analysis.
Landline.
Also wireline, a telephone line that transmits and receives signals through a physical wire or cable network, as opposed to a cellular or satellite connection.
Examples:
landline phone, landline connection. We need to install a landline in our new office before we can start taking client calls.
Stroll.
To walk somewhere in a slow, relaxed way and with no apparent aim.
Examples:
stroll across a street, stroll through the countryside. We could stroll into town if you like.
Juniper.
A type of evergreen shrub or small tree belonging to the cypress family, typically characterized by needle-like or scale-like leaves and bearing small, berry-like cones.
Examples:
juniper berries, juniper shrub. The scent of the juniper tree filled the air as we hiked through the forest.
Knoll.
A small, rounded hill or mound, a small, isolated hill rising abruptly from a plain or other surrounding area.
Examples:
lush knoll, grassy knoll. There was a beautiful wildflower garden on the knoll that attracted many visitors.
Meadow.
A field of grass and wildflowers, especially one used for hay.
Examples:
graze in the meadow, lowland meadow. The lush meadow was covered in wildflowers.
Inaccessible.
Unable to travel to or reach, not available.
Examples:
inaccessible to an unauthorized user. Inaccessible areas. Heavy snow made it inaccessible to go to the mountain village.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples:
quote a source, quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Ascent.
The act of climbing or moving upwards, often referring to a physical ascent of a mountain or a spiritual ascent or improvement, an upward movement, the process of moving upwards.
Examples:
spiritual ascent, the ascent of a rocket. The hikers experienced a difficult ascent to the summit due to the steep and rocky terrain.
Crevice.
A long narrow depression or opening in a surface of rock or wall.
Examples:
Small crevices. Peep through a crevice. He wedged a knife into the crevice.
Toil.
To work hard and persistently, to engage in physically or mentally demanding tasks or activities for extended periods of time.
Examples:
Toil to make a living. Toil up the mountain. The farmers toiled in the fields, harvesting the crops before the start of the rainy season.
Amble.
To walk at a slow, leisurely pace, to stroll or saunter. Noun, a leisurely or relaxed walk, often taken for pleasure or exercise.
Examples:
Amble along the beach. Morning amble. We decided to amble through the park, enjoying the warm weather and beautiful scenery.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Infantry.
Soldiers who fight on foot, often in organized military units, the branch of military force composed of foot soldiers.
Examples:
Infantry division. Infantry training. As a member of the infantry platoon, he learned the value of teamwork and resilience.
Conjure.
To call forth by magic, to create or bring about through the imagination.
Examples:
Conjure evil spirits away. Conjure a vision. The magician conjured up a rabbit out of thin air.
Artesian.
Relating to a well in which water rises naturally to the surface due to internal pressures, without the need for pumping, pertaining to underground water sources.
Examples:
Artesian basin. Artesian spring. The region is known for its natural artesian wells, providing a constant flow of fresh water.
Alfalfa.
A plant widely used for animal feed, particularly for horses and livestock, also used in human cuisine as a salad or sandwich ingredient.
Examples:
Alfalfa sprouts. Alfalfa hay. The farmer grew a field of alfalfa to use as feed for his animals.
Idyllic.
Pertaining to an idealized or picturesque version of rural life, blissfully serene, pleasingly perfect, or charmingly simple.
Examples:
Idyllic setting. Idyllic vacation. The village was known for its idyllic way of life and picturesque scenery.
Graze.
To feed on grass or other vegetation, especially by nibbling at it repeatedly, to break the skin of a body part by scraping.
Examples:
Turn cattle out to graze. Graze the left shoulder. The sheep graze on the green grass in the meadow.
Allotment.
A portion or share of something that is divided and designated for a particular person or purpose, a plot of land, typically used for gardening or farming, that is divided into separate areas for individual cultivation.
Examples:
Allotment holder. Time allotment. I was given a small garden allotment where I could grow my vegetables.
Swell.
To become larger or more inflated, to become more intense or important.
Examples:
Swell at room temperature. Swell a population. His arm was swelling from the insect bite.
Excavate.
To dig or remove earth, rocks, or other materials from the ground or a site, often to uncover or discover something.
Examples:
Excavate a deep hole. Excavate soil. The archaeologists excavated the ruins of an ancient city buried under the desert sands.
Nuanced.
Characterized by subtle differences in appearance, meaning, sound, etc.
Examples:
Nuanced view. The common but nuanced opinion. The sommelier can distinguish nuanced variants in the flavor of the wine.
Evocation.
The act of calling forth or conjuring something, often a memory, emotion, or response, a strong impression or feeling that something was present or recalled.
Examples:
Evocation of memories. Poetic evocation. The novel's vivid descriptions created an evocation of the bustling streets of a major city.